Becoming a member of the European Union is a complex procedure which does not happen overnight. To join the European Union, the given country needs to fulfill the economic and the political criteria, complying with all the EU standards and rules, and having consent of the EU institutions and the EU member states, and having the consent of their citizens. And in order to cover the topic, the enlargement of the European Union, I will go through the following steps of how to join the European Union. And to give a better understanding of how it works, I have provided you with an example of a country joining the European Union, and in this case it is Croatia. Enlargement of the European Union began with the inner six. As you can see here, it's Belgium, France, West Germany, Italy, Luxembourg and the Netherlands. They founded the European Coal and Steel Community in 1952. Since then, the EU's membership has grown to 28, with the latest member being Croatia. The first step for the country to meet is the key criteria for accession. These criteria were mainly defined at the European Council in Copenhagen in 1993 and are therefore referred to as the Copenhagen criteria. The Copenhagen criteria are divided into three different groups as stated here. First of all, the membership requires that the candidate country has achieved stability of institutions, guaranteeing democracy, the rule of law, human rights, respect for and protection of minorities. Secondly, it requires the existence of a functioning market economy, as well as a capacity to cope with the competitive pressure and market forces in the EU. Additionally, a membership presupposes the country's ability to take on the obligation of membership, including loyalty to the aims of political, economic, and monetary union. Finally, when having fulfilled the Copenhagen criteria, further requirements comes into play. Here they require that all prospective members must bring their laws into line with the body of the European law. All in all, when the country is able to meet the conditions for membership, it must implement EU rules and regulations in all areas. The process of joining the European Union. This process could roughly be divided into three stages. 1. When a country is ready, it becomes an unofficial candidate for membership in the European Union. This doesn't mean that the formal negotiations yet have been opened. 2. The candidate moves on to formal membership negotiations, which is a process that involves the adoption of established EU law, preparation to be in a position to probably apply and enforce it, and implementation of judicial, administrative, economic and other reforms necessary for the country to meet the conditions for joining, which we stated early on. 3. When the negotiations and the accompanying reforms have been completed to the satisfaction of both sides, the country can join EU. The process of Croatia joining EU. In June 1991, Croatia successfully gained independence. That was after a long process of changes in the political system and the constitution. In October 2001, they signed the Stabilization Association Agreement, meaning that they are now able to provide a contractual framework for relation between them and the EU. In February 2003, the country applied for EU membership. In 2004, the European Commission recommended making them an official candidate, and the European Council granted their status in June 2004. Then the entry negotiation began in October 2005, additionally with the screening process. In June 2011, Croatia finished the accession negotiations, and in December they signed the Treaty of Accession. In January 2012, a referendum of EU associations was held in Croatia, with 66% participants voting in favor of joining the Union. After the ratification process was concluded in June 2013, Croatia successfully entered the European Union on 1st of July 2013.